and thank you very much for checking out my video. Let me introduce myself. My name is Glenn Tenkate. I have around 15 years of experience in the IT security industry, and hopefully you also know me of the OWASP Security Knowledge Framework project. It's a project that I did and started together with my brother around 7 years ago. That is the first time we also came in contact with OWASP and the community. And the cool thing was that, we created the security knowledge framework to be open source and used by everybody to really help the world, the industry, and the developers, to do proper security by design, right? And to make the world a bit safer. Then, of course, I encountered and came in contact with OWASP, and I learned that this super huge organization spread across the world, did chapters, had conferences, great, amazing other projects that were free to use and vendor neutral, right? That I thought, wow, this is really, in sync, in line with my vision and vision that we also had when we created the security knowledge framework. So from that moment, 7 years ago, we really had this super good click and fit, what we wanted to achieve. Now, fast forward 7 years to this day, here I am running for board. You would ask like, hey, what are you doing here? I wanted to explain that I really, felt a call to take action, to do my part also on a higher level to help and improve the OWASP organization, right, and the community. And as you probably will see in all the answers that I gave to the questions that you all have selected for me to answer, I'm very focused on the projects itself. Because actually, what I notice is that we have a very streamlined how to for the conferences, how to's for chapters, and how to grow communities, to host meetups together. And that goes pretty okay, great, pretty smooth, I would say. Of course, everywhere there's improvements to be made. If you're truly, agile and a perfectionist like also myself, you always be improving, right? But why am I here? Because I really wanted to, represent and put the projects also on the spot, on a pedal that gets the right amount of attention. Because, as a project leader, I had quite some struggles and gaps, that I would like really to tackle for all the future projects that want to enroll, right? The new initiatives, like the new ideas, the new, like we had with SKF when we started 7 years ago, this new approach in doing security, right? By getting it at the root level, by creating that awareness, by doing and enabling security by design. So here I really am preaching about, not really about the chapters and the conference things. I'm very fair and honest about that. No, I'm here for all the project leaders, right? And the new initiative of the projects. And really to help them to grow to the next statuses, smoothing out, the challenges that they face actually. And also one of the other things, when I reflected a bit back on my own project SKF, and one of the things, I also said where I want to focus on is, for example, how can we get, amazing projects that have a huge impact in our community and also outside, of course, in the AppSec world. How can we enable them, right? How can we also projects, for example, like my own project that is already a flagship project, but how can we make it like enterprise level quality and ready, you know? Because I noticed a lot of companies and open source developers and everybody are relying on our tooling that we make, right? So here I really want to define a strategy and like a roadmap and a path, that project leads can follow to and get to flagship, but also the next level, like enterprise level. I mean, for a lot of projects, we're already competing with commercial products, right? And sometimes ours are even better than the commercial ones. But still, but that is the perfectionist in me. I think, we can even, need to think about enterprise level of quality. And especially when we talk about like very impacting and great initiatives of projects that we have, how can we enable them? Is it by using funds? Is it by having brainstorm sessions or get together sessions, do a sort of hackathon, help adding features, all that good stuff. So I'm really here and I'm really, making an appeal to get votes from you guys to improve, the life of project leaders and projects and new projects. So basically, I don't want to take a lot of time and talk and talk and talk. So my focus is really about projects. Definitely have a look at all the answers I gave on the questions that you guys all selected. And yeah, also please, if you have any questions or whatever, just shoot me a message on Slack or Gitter, and I happily to go more in depth about other questions or certain topics, and I'm happily to clarify or explain more. So again, also have a look at all the other great videos of the other candidates out there. And yeah, thank you very much for watching the videos. You're doing an amazing job by checking them out and giving your vote, to the next board member. So thank you very much for all your good effort and hopefully see you soon. Bye bye.